Dearest Scorpio, this is your message. I've been doing my best to get the rest of this message for the zodiacs out there, but there's been a lot going on in the spirit realm, and just, I read tarot and I'm a lighthouse and I send out the light for the people, but I have other missions and other responsibilities as well. So I will speak to world events. I will speak to injustice. I will speak. So I had to get them out. I had to say what I had to say. So, anywho, back to you, Scorpio. So this was the message I got: the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hermit card when I asked what message God had, the divine, the universe, Yahuwah, Yeshua, the source, the creator, the one. When I asked, what is it you want the people to know, I got the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hermit. And even with the readings that I've been doing for the collective, these cards are reflecting the microcosm and the macrocosm. So there is this energy of something being lifted. The Ten of Wands, something you've been putting a lot of energy in, something that you've been working on for a long time, something you've been carrying for a long time. A period of a lot of things going on, a lot of stuff coming in, a lot of obstacles, burdens, a lot of things taking your energy. And the Ten of Wands, there's something being, I get the energy of something finally being lifted, something finally coming into fruition, something finally ending, a completion. So we're going to find out more for you, Scorpio. I had actually done this reading already for you, and it was beautiful, and the sound was jacked up. We have Four of Pentacles in reverse. So the Ten of Wands with the Four of Pentacles in reverse: greediness, possessiveness, stinginess, overspending, self-protection. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. There's been a lack of security, a lack of stability, a lack of money. Maybe it has to do with how you spend it, the choices that you make. But this is what's coming to an end. Not having this stability, not having this security, not having this foundation. Scorpios, you typically are very giving, loving, generous people. So for the collective, I would say that this is more about things you've had to spend your money on, unforeseen things, unforeseen events with the Ten of Wands. But the Sun is on the bottom of the deck. So a period of not being able to hold on to money constantly and find security. Or I'm getting the energy of every time you start to get ahead, like something else comes in. And as it does, this is how we learn to use our Jedi magic, right? This is how we learn to tune ourselves to what we want to align and receive. But I'm definitely, because I'm seeing this alignment right here, and I just saw the Hanged Man in the deck. This alignment. This is what you've been going through. And this is a long time coming. So we have this Knight of Pentacles coming in, which also is representing the journey that you have walked to this point. This crossroads where you meet the Hermit. And the Hermit, Virgo season just passed. And this is actually when I got the message, when we were still in Virgo season, before we moved to Libra. So we have this Knight of Pentacles and this Hermit energy. But this is something reflected in your journey. Something also lifting your lantern to see something that has been right there this whole time. And maybe when this Ten of Wands is lifted, when it's removed, when it finally comes to an end, this period of lack, this period of... And I'm also getting the more you try to hold on to money, the more it seems something you can't. The more it seems to leave. What do we have for the Knight of Pentacles? Wow. So we have the Three of Wands in reverse as well. Oh, wow. And it says inner alignment. Personal goals, inner alignment, fear of unknown, fear of change, playing it safe, lack of planning. So there's definitely this feeling of, again, so we have alignment, personal goals. Yeah. It feels like nothing could ever line up for you the way you wanted it to. Like, because the Knight in this third position, the second position in a 3-card spread, this is the advice from Spirit. This is the energy, this is the current, recent, past energy, action, and outcome. And it's just like there's these personal plans and fear of change, playing it safe, lack of planning, and then this Knight of Pentacles, this change, this action comes in. And I'm feeling that that's the alignment that you finally waited for. Like, and I'm getting like money, something material finally lining up. That's what this Knight is representing, the alignment to the things. And what's beautiful, well, we have the Hermit here, and the Hermit represents self-reflection. It's soul searching. It represents introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking, being alone, being in isolation, hermit mode, independence, inner guidance, meditation, consciousness. And this is really just knowing yourself. Maybe you felt like you've been alone, you've been on this journey by yourself. But we have lack of faith, despair, discouragement, insecurity, self-trust, and disconnection. We have the Star card in reverse as well. All these cards are in reverse. The Star, which is the healing, the miracle, the gift, the sign. The stars, and it's interesting because the Star card is about alignment. Right? It's about something like spiritually aligning with something. The 7, you see the 7. Oh, wow. Incense dust. The 7 stars. Something lining up in the stars for you. But again, all of these cards are in reverse, and we have the World on the bottom of the deck. Completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, arriving. So let's take, yeah, I just saw the 8 of Wands too. Something is definitely lining up for you. There's just a sense of just not being able to line up with your goals and what you envision, what you see. With the 2 of Wands, being able to make choices to move forward. But that Knight of Pentacles, it's like God is going to send you something. Desiring transformation. Now, isn't that interesting that you got desiring transformation? So you've been desiring, again, I'm feeling like kind of that Knight of Pentacles too with that. From the Fantasy Cat Oracle deck, and then we have hiding on the bottom of the deck. Time to come out of hiding. Which also lines up with arriving. You're arriving at that moment. When things finally line up. The material, because we have like this 4 of Pentacles, which is all like material world, material structures, foundations, and then you have this spiritual, this 7 stars here with this Star card. It's like I'm getting that as the below and the above. I'm getting the divine plan, actioning your plans, that Two of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. And then the last reading where the sound was all, I had so many problems with those initial readings. Sound editing issues, sound issues. I had actual technical, my phone broke. I had to get a new phone. I had to go through that whole process. So all in divine time, but there was a message of you being stubborn, of something that you need to see with the Hermit card, seeing something about old patterns that need to be released, old ways of thinking, old fears, because we have the Two of Wands, right? Fear of change, playing it safe, fear of the unknown. And you're desiring transformation, which is the Scorpio card, the card of transformation. You're desiring this energy of, look, I got abundance on the bottom of the deck, the moon deck, as soon as I pull it out. And it's true. You are desiring transformation. You are desiring, this is the attitude. And I like how there's like this kind of like relaxed, flexible energy here with the dragon and the kitten and the cat. Desiring something where you can relax and enjoy your life. But that Ten of Wands energy has made it very distracting, very hard for you to see outside of what is currently happening for you. And it is a hard place to visualize for. But I'm seeing, I'm getting goosebumps. They're saying, what I'm getting is that use what it is you don't like. Every time you see that you don't like your life, you don't like your home, you don't like your money that's coming in, you don't like the situation, you don't like the energy, you don't like the dynamic, whatever it is the Ten of Wands is, to immediately imagine the opposite. What is the antithesis of that? The antithesis would be what? Having money in the bank, having it flow, having a place to live, having the partnerships that you want, manifesting your personal goals, desires, through your talents, skills, and abilities. Letting go, letting go of you. And I'm also getting your skills. You've been doing something for so long. That's where the fear, more goosebumps. That's where the fear of change and the fear of the future and moving forward and decisions is coming from, because you've been you've been in that Ten of Wands energy for so long, or you've been doing something for so long a certain way that it's hard for you to let go of the way you've been doing things. And that stubbornness is what's keeping the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Star card, your miracle. When your higher self is truly desiring transformation, Scorpio. Visualize constantly what it is you want to transform. Every time you get that feeling of what you don't like about your life, what is bringing you down, making you feel like you have, like you just out there all willy-nilly, like you're out there just kind of just, I'm getting like a balloon just floating, like whatever, you trying to make something stick, trying to make something work, when really it's just you using your energy to focus on the transformation, focusing that energy on the solution of transformation, being open and focusing on receiving the miracle that you so desire. The miracle, because you've got the Hermit with the Aquarius energy, the Star card, your star power. And this is also a card of healing if this is something physical that you've been going through, an illness, an injury, one of those kind of setbacks. But there's something in the Hermit, it's about seeing inside. There's something like the resistance, like the stubbornness to the fear of change, the fear of doing something different. It's like you've had this plan of like, this is what I'm going to do and this is what I want to do. And there's something that you're being stubborn about. You're not allowing to release and let go of, so that you can, turn this Four of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Star card in the upright position. And I'm really getting it's just the fear of change or this stubbornness. And no, it has to be this way. This is how I want it done. It's like the divine wants to show you something, but you're being stubborn and you won't. That stubbornness is stopping that sight. It's stopping that alignment. Like literally you won't let this in because you won't see something in a new light, in a new way. I hope that makes sense. So desiring transformation. This is one of the attitude cards in this deck. This is the overall energy, and you're ready to transform your life. And that, like I said, that's what this reading is telling you, that God, the divine, the universe, Yahuwah, Jesus, whatever you look to for your divine power, for your higher power, the force, the one, the all, the source, the fountain, wants to lift this 10 of Wands. It wants to lift you and give you this star card, this miracle. And I'm also hearing faith. Faith without works is dead, but faith. So and that's your energy. Like the Scorpio card, the death and or the transformation card, something ending, something beginning. Letting the idea of something that you've had for so long, that same idea is the same thing that's blocking you from actually manifesting and achieving what it is that something, God has something better for you. But you're so focused on that little, it's like a paradigm. It's like tunnel vision. You're so focused on this, but God's trying to zoom out and be like, no, I got this for you. She's like, no, I want this little bot. I want this. Does that make sense? Does that resonate with you? What are you sensing? What are you feeling? Because that's just as important as what I'm sensing and what I'm feeling, collective. So this is how prepare yourself for big changes. That's what this card means. You've been desiring transformation and it's coming. And I'm seeing to your finances, the things that bring you security and stability and groundedness, something that's yours. Because like I said, Scorpio, I don't see y'all as being greedy, as I know Scorpio. Scorpios are very loving, very giving, very generous for the most part. Abundance and the unexpected just showed itself again in the moon deck. Whoop, look at that. Yeah, and the Knight of Pentacles tipped over. And it's interesting that this has come out too with the Two of Wands, because that's what Two of Wands is. Two of Wands is desiring transformation and making a choice to move forward, to make a choice and move forward, to take the opportunity. And that's the how. Prepare yourself for big changes. Advice, go with the flow. Did that come up in your original reading? Anywho, go with the flow. And your water. So use your water energy. Go with the flow and be easy. Be gentle with yourself. Find your gratitude. Change is not something that comes natural for humans. Changes are fairly upsetting for most cats as well. A piece of furniture out of place, a box that wasn't there before, even a suitcase can symbolize something different. Objects that symbolize change in their territory will excite, bring curiosity, or disturb them. Safety in any environment is crucial, so awareness of change is helpful, whether it feels comfortable or not. The soul's intrinsic and true nature is evolution and growth. Transformation is a natural state requiring nothing but a willing soul. Greet each moment with appreciation and an open heart. Evolution is effortless. Remaining stuck requires effort and angst. Yeah, that's it. The effort, the angst, and all the effort, that 10 of Wands. And you're putting in all this effort, and you feel like you're stuck, which then just adds, so you try harder, and it creates more angst within you because you literally feel like you're getting nowhere, you're going nowhere. Like I'm seeing like somebody in the cartoons when they used to run on the oil slick, and they'd put in all that effort, but they'd go nowhere. Like that's how I'm feeling, getting goosebumps too, that's how you're feeling, Scorpio. You're feeling like You know, you just, all this effort, all this energy, and it's just creating this angst that then creates a shadow, a cloud, a storm over your day. Waking up with this energy. Trust me, my dearest ones, I know what it's like to get up every day with that heavy Ten of Wands oppressive energy. But still, Knight of Pentacles, still walking forward, still keeping forward. And Knight of Pentacles is a very slow and steady moving energy. It's the slowest moving knight in the tarot. But when the Knight of Pentacles arrives on the scene, it is Four of Pentacles upright. It is secure. It is stable. It is meant for you. It is here. It is grounded. It is in the physical, and there's no taking that away from you. Embrace the unknown. Follow the blueprint of your heart. Oh, wait, hold on. Evolution is greet each moment with appreciation and an open heart. Evolution is effortless. Remaining stuck requires effort and angst. I'm hearing let go. Examine the path unfolding with ease. Embrace the unknown. Follow the blueprint of your heart. Allow wings to buffer flight into who you were always meant to be. Seek higher ground and deeper truth. Your life is the laboratory of you. Play and experiment. Try new things. Eat new foods and flavors. Try something out of character. Break your patterns. Move out of your comfort zone. Challenge yourself to promote growth. And that's that Hermit card. That speaks directly to the Hermit card. Your life is a laboratory of you. Play and experiment. Try new things. God wants you to try something new, something different. Follow your intuition. Follow your heart. But you were meant to... What am I getting? Like, it's time. You have skills and abilities of all kinds. And now it's time for another level of your skills and abilities, or applying your skills and learning a new skill, learning a new ability that's going to add to your the repertoire that you already have. I just heard artist and repertoire. Some of you might be working in the music industry, or you might be working with music, but yeah. Scorpio, dearest Scorpio, you have been so resilient on the bottom of the deck. And this is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And the Hunter Moon is coming up, Scorpio. That might even be around your mother trucking birthday, Scorps. I don't know. I have to look. I need to write down all them what the moon dates are. Oh, look, Trust just came out. Trust just fell out. Trust that you are protected. Trust in yourself, trusting your decisions, because the Two of Wands is in reverse. You've made a lot of decisions and you feel like perhaps you've made bad decisions. You're looking back. The Hermit is looking back over your journey, over the decisions you've made, over the things. And you've made decisions that maybe have not spent too much money, invested in something that didn't pan out. And again, I'm getting that tunnel vision because you were zoomed in on, this is what I want, this is how it's got to be. I'm getting that my will, relinquish my will to thy will. From my will and how it has to be, and it's got to be in this parameters, in this box, in this way, and this is what I wanted, to opening and surrendering to the universe, allowing to show you the magic, hence the star card. Maybe that's why you're not seeing the signs in the stars, the signs in the skies, the signs around you. But this is beautiful. This is Ten of Wands energy. This is resilience. You are so strong. You carried a lot on your back. I mean, look at this. God wants you to know that he sees what you've carried. And I just heard now he wants to carry you. And trust. But abundance is all around you. So this is why you try new things. Abundance is all around you, and underneath now we have attraction. You 44, you might be seeing 44 as self-reflection. Yeah. This is a highly attractive time for you. Around this Hunter moon, we also, from now until we have the egg moon, which is When the ducks start laying their eggs, that's like around Easter, the full moon around Easter. Something between now and Easter is going to transform you, is going to transform your whole life. You are resilient. You kept moving forward, even through everything that has. And after this, there's going to be no question that you're going to have trust. Trust and faith in yourself. And it's going to be like a star power. All right, so I'm just going to get a couple more cards here, and then we're done. What does Scorpio need to know? Yeah, imagine. Again, imagine just flipped over in the deck. Imagination, imagining something different, seeing something different, doing something new, and breaking your pattern, and maybe even for some of you, not spending any money. Changing, going from, spending too much money to not spending any money, being just different. That might not be for everybody, but break your character. Do something different. You know what I'm saying? Do something that is out of your normal character. Try something new. Yeah, the sign. It's interesting that the sign came out because the sign, that's the star card. The sign, the universe sending you the sign, the miracle, the confirmation. I have 333 as well. Oh, sunshine. I thought that was 333. I saw 333. But the card that was actually flipped over was sunshine. Oh, it is. And 333. Remember the sun card was on the bottom of the deck when we pulled out the first card, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Sunshine is healing, energy, radiation, positivity, prosperity, growth, abundance. And you have the Hunter Moon here. Abundance is all around you. 38, which is 11. You might be seeing the 1111, but 333 is definitely your confirmation, which is also a 9. Thirty-eight. 38. Take advantage of this time of abundance. It is all around you. Possibility and opportunity are everywhere. And again, remember we have the Knight of Pentacles here. We got the Two of Wands here. We got the Star card here. We got the Four of Pentacles here. The energy is here. It's in reverse because it's blocked or it's stuck. And it's attempting to manifest. But that's what you have to be ready for this transformation. You have to be ready to transform energetically, spiritually, financially. You are open and responsive to the abundance around you. There is enough for everyone. And remember, the attraction card, the supermoon card here, which means that you have to, whatever you focus on, this energy right now that you're in, what you have to be aware of what you focus on. If you're going to focus on everything that's wrong and going not the way you want in your life, again, it takes more effort. It creates more angst. Or if you're going to focus on, because you're extremely magnetic right now, so you can either attract more of what you don't want and repel what you do want. So the attraction card lets you know that you are extremely magnetic right now. So are you focusing on the solution or are you focusing on the problems? I am abundant and I am surrounded by opportunity. That's why they want you to try something new, right? The Hunter Moon is the traditional moon of plenty. It was when game was at its most plentiful, so the people would not go hungry. The moon was large and bright in the sky, and in some cases deep orange, and there was a great deal of light to go hunting well into the evening. Our ancient ancestors, which a lot of them have been speaking to us, right? Ancient ancestors, ancient library, ancient keys. Our ancient ancestors couldn't just go off to the supermarket to buy what they needed to eat. Meat didn't come on trays wrapped in plastic. Eggs were gathered. Warm clothing was made from skins of the same animals that were hunted for meat. Nothing was wasted. So I'm getting the energy is that you have everything you need. You just have to see it. Like there's a shift in perception here. There's a shift. Like it's going to be, like I said, like we said at the cross, that's why it's the crossroads. As I said at the beginning, you're going to lift your lantern up and you're going to see that it's been right there in front of you. The idea, the answer, the opportunity, the choice was right there in front of you this whole time. And I'm also hearing get out there in the sunshine. Even if your life, you think in your mind is shitty as fuck right now, whatever you think, get out there in the sunshine. Smell the flowers. Bless, be grateful for the day. Be grateful for the sunshine. Be grateful for the peace. Be grateful for the fact that you are safe and protected. Be grateful for the fact that you had a meal this morning. Be grateful in the fact that you have a roof over your head or people who care about you. There's many things around you to be grateful for you. If you look around, you actually are more abundant. Many things to find around you, even in the middle of your storm, that reflects abundance. But you're going to lift your lantern and you're going to find that the Knight of Pentacles is right there in front of you. Or you're going to make that change, make that shift, and you're going to lift your lantern and all of a sudden it's like it's just going to appear. It's like the universe is just waiting on you to do this thing for whatever collective, you need to do. But, it's saying, too, that our ancestors constantly tell us they did more with less. They did more with less than we have. And it wasn't easy. Like, meat wasn't in store. You had to go hunt, and you didn't eat until you hunted, killed, skinned, cooked, all of that stuff, smoked, whatever it was. So, yeah, sometimes I'm getting like there is that effort. This abundance was part of a cycle just like any other. It wasn't present all the time. So this time of the year was to be taken advantage of while the going was good. The barrenness of winter would soon return. Hunters had to be prepared. They had to have their weapons ready and their tracking skills honed. And that's that Two of Wands, being prepared, getting ready to move forward. As modern people, we are less used to these natural cycles of plenty and barrenness because most of us have stepped away from growing food and the natural environment. So there's like a strength that was our ancestors had because they knew there would be times of plenty and there would be meat and there would be, everything they needed all around them. Herbs, roots, skins, furs, meat. You know what I'm saying? The sun was warm. There's plenty of light. The days they could go hunting. But then there were also times when they didn't, when they had a lot less and they had, times were skinny. So I'm getting that these are the phases as well that you have gone through. Times of barrenness. But this is going to be a season where things are going to align for you. As modern people, however, these cycles are still there even if we are not a part of them consciously. This moon normally rises in October in the northern hemisphere and so was before the winter snows. The companion stone or metal is citrine. And I have some yellow citrine, which is for abundance, as we activate it for you right now. Scorpio, activating my prosperity crystal for you. I send that vibration to you. And so our ancestors were more able to deal with times of not having as much. But I feel that strength in you, Scorpio. I feel that times when you didn't have anything, you still made it through. Don't think you were alone. Don't think God didn't see it. But remember what's on the bottom of your deck. I'm going to pull one more card from in here. The World. Arriving. Completion. Accomplishment. Victory. fulfillment, celebration of life, travel, wholeness, attainment. You did it. It's about the journey too. It's not just about the destination. Again, with the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles, it's about everything you went to get here. I'm going to pull one card. Actually, I'm going to flip it. And there it is. Yep. 5 of Pentacles. Scorpio. This is financial loss, lack of mindset. It says lack of mindset. It's lack mindset. Loss, isolation, worry, need, poverty, and insecurity. That's the 4 of Pentacles in reverse as well. That's the energy you've been in. But again, this is the Fool. This is after you come through the world, the completion, the arriving. Here you are. New journey. New beginnings, possibilities. Trust in life, adventure, opportunity, and pleasure. This is what's happening to you. God is lifting. Whatever that 5 of depression, feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned, feeling alone, feeling like you don't have enough. Sickness, illness. There's a new season coming in, and you're going to receive the sign. There's a sign coming for you. Yep. And we have moonlight. Yeah, that hunter moon in October around your birthday. We have grandparents, 11, 11, 11, and sacred rage on the bottom of this deck. You've been resilient, Scorpio. You kept going. You dusted yourself off. You kept walking. Don't give up. Like I see I see that drawing, that cartoon strip of like a man digging through a tunnel, and he gives up and walks away when he's literally like just a couple more swings of his pick. He'll be in the treasure room, but he gave up and walked away because of how far he had come. Like, I'm never going to get there, and just turned around and walked away, and he was literally so close. He was literally almost there. Yeah. So your grandparents might be coming to you in a dream, communicating with you during the full moonlight. They're going to send you signs. They're working with, ancient ancestor. Intelligent womb. Whatever it is, you're ready for it now. The divine and your ancestors are working on your behalf. So whatever it is that your intuition, your feelings are telling you that you need to let go of, that you're being stubborn about, whatever it is that you need to do that's new, whatever it is you need to do to break a certain pattern that you've been in for a while, that's the key. But God is lifting you out of this darkness and sending you signs. So I can't wait to see what the next reading says. I wish you the best.